Welcome to Disney A to Z, where we cover everything Disney from A to Z. This video is part of our Disney Secrets and Stories series. Today we are at the Magic Kingdom, the heart of the Walt Disney World Resort where dreams come true. We'll be taking an in-depth look at the one, the only, the iconic Cinderella Castle, a masterpiece of design, storytelling, and magic. Get ready to discover some hidden secrets and fascinating details you might not know about this enchanting Disney icon. Let's get started. First, let's talk about its design and structure. Its design was inspired by various castles around Europe, including several in France, Spain, and Germany. Despite its majestic appearance, it does not use real bricks, but a steel frame with fiberglass exterior walls. Now, this all sits on a concrete foundation filled with foam to keep the structure from being too heavy. Additionally, the castle's frame is designed to ensure its durability, capable of withstanding hurricane winds up to 110 miles per hour without damage. This engineering feat showcases Disney's commitment to creating structures that not only captivate the imagination, but also prioritize safety and longevity. Standing at 189 feet tall, Cinderella Castle is not just a visual marvel, it's a testament to Disney's attention to detail and strategic design. The height of 189 feet was carefully chosen to avoid needing a red aircraft warning light on top, as required by the Federal Aviation Administration for structures 200 feet and taller. And since there were no flashing red lights on castles in medieval Europe, Disney didn't want to have one on its castle either. Plus, let's face it, it would take a little something out of the magic if there was a blinking light up there. Now I know what you're thinking. Cinderella Castle can't only be 189 feet tall, it looks way bigger than that. That brings us to our next hidden detail about Cinderella's castle, the use of forced perspective. So what exactly is forced perspective, and why is it used on the castle? Forced perspective is an architectural technique that manipulates the perception of depth and scale. By scaling the size of architectural elements and decreasing the proportions higher up the structure, Disney Imagineers create an optical illusion that makes the castle appear larger and taller than it actually is. So what does that mean in normal human terms? This means that when you look at the castle, starting at the base and moving upwards, the castle elements get smaller and smaller in size. This tricks your brain into thinking that the structure is larger than it is. This illusion is further enhanced by careful placement of details and the use of color and texture to create depth. So why is forced perspective used on the castle? Beyond simply making the castle look taller and grander, forced perspective plays a crucial role in immersing guests in the magic of the Disney experience. As guests approach the castle down Main Street, USA, they are greeted by a stunning sight that seems to grow larger and more majestic the closer they get. This gradual increase in size adds to the anticipation and excitement, creating a truly magical moment as guests step into the heart of the Magic Kingdom. While you're staring up at the beauty of the castle, don't forget to notice the details, like the 13 gargoyles placed around the castle, or the 18 towers, each with its own spire. And here's another amazing detail. Have you ever noticed how perfect that castle looks while you're walking down Main Street? Ever wondered why your photos of the castle always look perfect? As we know with Disney Imagineers, this is no accident. It's because Cinderella Castle faces south, ensuring optimal lighting throughout the day. This southward orientation ensures that the sunlight illuminates the castle evenly, reducing any harsh shadows and creating ideal conditions for photography. This clever design choice means that guests can capture picture-perfect memories from almost any angle in front of the castle. Those Imagineers sure do seem to think of everything when designing a Disney park. Let's cover one more point about the front of the castle before we move on to other areas. Surrounding the front of Cinderella Castle is a picturesque moat, holding approximately 3.37 million gallons of water. The moat not only enhances the fairy tale ambiance, but also serves practical purposes, from controlling foot traffic to providing a reflective surface for the nightly fireworks shows. The moat also attracts various wildlife, including ducks and birds, adding a touch of natural beauty to the area. It's another example of how Disney blends magic with nature. What is less known about the moat today is that in the early days of the Magic Kingdom, there was actually a ride here, the Plaza Swan Boats. This was a gentle 20-minute boat tour around the hub in front of Cinderella Castle, and we'll cover the history of this ride and more in future videos. Now, let's make our way inside Cinderella Castle. Inside the main walkway through the castle, you'll find 5 stunning mosaic murals that tell the story of Cinderella. Designed by artist Dorothy Redmond and brought to life by a team of 6 artists, these murals took over 2 years to complete and include over 1 million pieces of glass with real gold and silver accents. These murals are chock full of interesting details, such as the stepsisters. One has a bit of red tint to her face to show her anger, and the other has a green tint to show her envy toward Cinderella. Another not well-known detail is the Duke and the footmen are designed to look like actual Disney Imagineers. Those Imagineers are Herb Ryman and John Hench. Herb Ryman was the artist that drew the very first concept art designs of both Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland and Cinderella Castle in the Magic Kingdom. John Hench was one of the designers of Cinderella Castle. Moving upstairs, we come to Cinderella's Royal Table, an absolutely amazing dining experience. This one-of-a-kind character meal gives you the opportunity to dine inside Cinderella Castle. Here you'll be treated like royalty while the Disney princesses come around to greet each young prince and princess. Many people believe that the draw of eating inside the castle is what leads to the difficulty of getting reservations here. That of course is true, but one of the biggest factors is the size of the restaurant. It can only seat 130 people at a time. And I don't know about you, but the last time I was at Disney, there was quite a few more people there than 130. In fact, the restaurant is so small that the kitchens preparing your meal aren't even on the same floor as the dining area. One great detail here that you could completely miss if you didn't know about it is the coat of arms around the room. There are more than 40 of them, and each one has significance. Remember, Disney doesn't do anything without a story behind it. Each one of these coat of arms refers to a real person that played a significant role in Disney history. Some of these include Roy Disney, the aforementioned Imagineer John Hench, Imagineer and project lead of the construction of Epcot, Marty Sklar, former CEO of Disney, Card Walker, and many more. Now I got some bad news. Well, kinda. It's time to cover something that 99.99999% of us will never get to see in person. The luxurious and extremely exclusive suite within the castle called the Cinderella Castle Suite. This suite is not available for regular bookings and is typically used for special promotions or giveaways. However, there is one part of this suite that us regular folk can glimpse. On the back side of the castle, if you look about 2/3 of the way up the castle, you will see a set of stained glass windows. They're not easy to make out as they're meant to be viewed from inside, so our view from below is mirrored. But each window depicts key moments in the Cinderella story. You know, it's not much, but it's something to see when we all find ourselves staring at the castle, dreaming of winning the sweepstakes and getting the chance to stay inside the suite. But anyway, back to reality. Also on the back of the castle, above the entrance to the walkway through the castle, you'll find Walt Disney's coat of arms. This little decorative element features a lion, fleur-de-lis, and a pair of swords, adding a touch of nobility and chivalry to the castle's design. And to the surprise of some, this is Walt Disney's actual coat of arms. The inclusion of the coat of arms here is a nod to the medieval and Renaissance architectural styles that inspire the castle's design. It also reinforces the castle's role as a royal palace within the Magic Kingdom, fitting the theme of the Cinderella story. And don't miss the little Cinderella fountain at the rear of the castle just off to the right. I know the camera angle here is a little bad, so you'll need to use some imagination, but if you think about it from a child's perspective, the crown in the background mural appears to rest perfectly on Cinderella's head, symbolizing her transformation into a princess. So, from hidden details to magical moments, Cinderella's castle is more than just a structure. It's the heart of the Magic Kingdom. We hope you enjoyed discovering some of its secrets with us today. And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more magical content. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, all it takes is faith, trust, and a little pixie dust. We'll see you real soon.